I thought yesterday maybe that we had wrapped up our series of year-over-year improvements in baseball cards when we talked about 1991 Fleer. As one of you, the viewers, put it, rock bottom and nowhere to go but up. 91 Fleer versus 92 Fleer. How could I have forgotten 91 Bowman versus 1992 Bowman? 89, 90, and 91 in particular, just terrible photography, harshly lit, poorly posed. The genesis of the phrase Bowman pick here on the channel, 90 and 91 Bowman. 92, you get 15 cards. You get one engraved foil special card. It's special. Even the packaging, they tried a little harder to make it tamper-proof. And you can press, you can kind of learn who the players on the front and the backs are. A little more difficult in 92. So maybe this will be it, unless somebody else has another suggestion of best baseball cards, year-over-year improvements from that junk wax era. Let's compare 91 Bowman to 92 on Junk Wax Genius, the channel on YouTube where a grown man opens old baseball cards and talks about it. 2 packs a day minimum here on the main channel. Sometimes we do shorts, sometimes we have longer episodes. There's gum. By the way, there's no gum in this one. So that alone, improvement. There's no confection in with the collectible. There's a nice foil stamped card though, The Shot. The Shot heard around the world. Cool picture. Interesting card. I don't think I've seen that one before. All right. But on to the regular players, like Bryn Smith. Dick Schofield, textbook example of a hashtag Bowman pick. Look at the shadow, look at the look on his face, harshly lit, lazy pose, hashtag Bowman pick. Same for you, Chris Bosio. Eric Davis deserves better. Lance Johnson, Orlando Merced, Dana Kicker, Jeff Juden and his sweet chain, Javier Ortiz, shadow behind the hat. Glenn Allen Hill, at least a sunlit action photo. Milt Thompson, same. Kirk Dressendorfer and Jack Morris. It's quite some hair on Jack Morris. On the backs of the cards, they're still doing their team breakdown, looking at the splits statistically of how each player did. This is how Jack Morris, Hall of Fame pitcher Jack Morris, looked that season against the various clubs, opponent clubs in the American League. And here is the look for what hitters got as we break down Eric Davis's splits against the National League. Kind of gray card stock. Not the best photography. Kind of dull design. All right. Okay, we'll put Dick Schofield on top of the pack here as our visual example of a Bowman card from 1991. On to the 92. Again, no bubble gum, already a positive. The cellophane wrapper, a little less see-through. Already liking the backs better. That's better presentation. Full color photo on the back for Rondell White. All right, these cards are going all kinds of different directions. There's our foil card. It's Jim Olander. Already classier. But do the rest of the photos hold up? Felix Jose, still a Bowman pick. Gary Caraballo. Split on that because it looks like a high school yearbook photo. Yeah. Okay. There's Denny Martinez, sunlit action shot, good. Dave Dorneweird. Shout out to Jesse Thorne for another all-time great baseball player name, Dave Dorneweird. Up there with Lars Nootbaar. Another young player, not enough stats to get splits. But there's Rafael Palmeiro. That's how they did the splits that year for batters, including the full color photo. I like that better. Nice one for Rafa. There's Derek Lowe, again, looking like a yearbook picture. He's not wearing a belt. Maybe it's because he has 2 buttons. He doesn't need a belt with 2 buttons. Shout out to my dad for always telling me, wear a belt. Randy Kramer, Richie Becker. That can't be a high school photo. Oh boy, poor Richie. Okay. Jose Offerman, Jeff Montgomery, Gary Gaetti. So even a posed picture in the dugout, better lit. That looks like a Stadium Club picture, not a hashtag Bowman pic. Bill Gullickson, and there's the front of Rondell White, again, leaning against a tree with a polo shirt. What clubs were you in high school, Rondell? What's your senior quote? All right. No contest. No contest. Great jump in quality year over year. The photo finish, a little better gloss. You can see the Bill Gullickson card reflecting 4 studio lights overhead, where the Dick Schofield card, kind of just a white blob. So better gloss for sure. Better card quality, better card stock itself. It doesn't look like it's made from recycled cardboard. The whites are white instead of this kind of weird gray. Full color photo on the back. A foil card somewhere in there. Not even close. Is this as big a jump year to year as the 91 to 92 Fleer, or my watershed 91 Donruss to 92 Donruss? Leave a comment. And again, more suggestions for these comparisons. We may do backwards evolutions as well. Looking at you, 90 Leaf to 1991 Leaf, or 92 Ultra to 93, which is basically just like holding steady. I don't know. What do you think? Thank you for watching. Leave a comment, and I do appreciate the viewership here as we go through this on Junk Wax Genius, the channel where we open old baseball cards and talk for 7.5 minutes about it. We'll see you tomorrow.